In this new NetEdit 1.1 tutorial, I will show you how to manage the NetEdit users. We'll create a new user, we'll change our own password, and then we'll reset another user's password, and we'll see what all of this means. So let's get started. To manage the NetEdit users, we'll start by going to the user context or page on the left-hand menu, and we get to our users list. As you can see, there's only one user here, the default user admin, and that is the same user that I see here at the top right, which means that I'm the person using this admin account and that there's one active session for this account. So as we said, the steps we're going to take are we're going to create a new user, then we're going to change the password of a user, and finally we'll reset the password of a different user. So first of all, I'm going to say add. In the action menu, remember the action menu on the top right, and I'm going to say, let's say user 1. I'm going to use a generic word here. Say add user. It creates the user. So you can see in the background the user is already created. However, you have this pop-up here that tells us that there's a temporary password that has been created for this user. And it says user 1 has been successfully created with the following temporary password. So what I will do is I will save this password by just copying it, and I'm going to say close. Now I'm going to log out. I'm going to log in as user 1. To paste the password here. Something failed. So let's go back. And now to test this new user, I will log out. It's called user 1. I'm going to paste the password, and I'm going to log in. So as you can see, this is similar to the first time the admin user logged in. Well, the main difference is that now this new user has a temporary password. So I'm going to paste it here and change the password to something that that user knows. What I'm doing here should not be done by the admin. So when you start and you create new users, you get the temporary password and you give the new user a name and temporary password to that person, and that person will change the password. So with that, you ensure that every time that a change is made and it's recorded associated to the name of the person that made the change. For auditing purposes, that's the recommended thing to do. So I'm going to say OK. I'm going to go back to users. And I see at the top right that I'm now logged in as user 1. And also I see that there's an active session of user 1, which is obvious because it's me. And then there's nobody logged in as admin. So I'm going to take a look at user 1. And let me go to action and show you something. If I go to action here, I see that there are two actions related to password. One is called change password, and the other one is reset password. So when I'm selecting a user or the user that I'm logged in with at this point, I can change the password. So I can change my own password, but if I select a different user, in this case admin, I cannot change the password. I can only reset the password. So let me change the password here, show you how that's done. I'm going to go to Action, Change Password, and this is the same window that we get every time. So I will cancel this because there's no purpose in changing this password right now. But see, this is exactly the same all the time. When you change the password, you get always to this same interface. So now I will create user 2 quickly to show you how to reset somebody else's password. I don't care about this password because I will reset it. So now I have this user. Suppose that I forget that temporary password, it didn't work for some reason, copied it and copied it with a mistake, etc. So now I'm going to go to Action. I cannot change the password, as we said before, but I can reset the password. And of course, it asks me for confirmation. I say reset password. And now, if you see, this is exactly the same as we got when we created the user. So we have a new temporary password. So you can change your own password, or you can reset. In other words, get a new temporary password for any other user. With that, we conclude the user management tutorial. Thank you.